Welcome to Pro Wrestling Weekly, everybody. I'm your host, Steve, also known as Steve the Reaper. Follow me on Twitter, which will be in the description down below. And today, once again, I am here with my co-host, WWE Town Nation.
Hello, everyone.
So, yeah, we tried recording this last week, and there was a bit of a trouble with the settings, and it wasn't going to sound all that great once on YouTube. So that's why we were kind of holding it back until now. So here's the deal. We'll be doing 2 episodes this week. We'll be uploading this episode, and then the regular Saturday recording / uploading that we try to do. So there's a little treat for you guys right there. 2 episodes of Pro Wrestling Weekly in the same week to make up for lost time. And
who doesn't like that?
Exactly. And then also in about 2 weeks, the end of season 1 of Pro Wrestling Weekly will come to an end. We'll be off for the Christmas break, figure out a couple of things to improve Pro Wrestling Weekly, and then we'll be back after the new year to kick off season 2.
Better than ever.
Yeah. And that kind of goes with your guys' input too. Let us know what you guys think that we should consider changing, what we should do better. And yeah, I mean, we have the HD quality down, showing off this gameplay. I'm getting a new microphone in a couple of weeks, so that'll help out tremendously. And then, yeah. I think the
Just go from there.
Yeah, I think the microphone honestly is going to help out a whole lot more. As I've said in past videos, guys, it's a Razer Siren Pro. I got the bundle pack, so it has the shock mount and the pop filter. And if you guys don't know what a shock mount is, it attaches to, I believe it's your computer or something near your computer, so that way it's just kind of like hanging on top and like closer to your face. So that's going to help me out because honestly I don't like having to use my headset microphone and having to put it right next to my phone to record Skype audio, but you know, that's how we've been doing it for these past couple of episodes, and it's worked at times. But
At times.
Not bringing an interview or anything, totally not.
Exactly. Just wait till season 2, it'll be better than ever. Yes, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Fingers crossed.
Well, YouTube guests, most likely.
Yeah, probably got a few in mind.
Yeah. And then
I'm friendly within the community as well. Well known now, so.
Yeah.
Not as known as some others, but well known in the community, so.
Yeah. So there's that on the table. We plan on doing that for season 2. And we don't know when the end of season 2 will be, so don't ask us that, because we don't know. I honestly don't even know how we're going to end up doing the seasons, but hey, you know, it's fine.
It'll work.
It'll work out. It'll work out in the end. Just bear with us. You guys have been bearing with us with the way we've been doing things for a while, so we thank you.
Definitely. Much appreciated, guys, trust me.
Oh, of course.
Both of us.
Alright, so let's get into this episode, shall we? So we're going to kind of introduce kind of a new thing. Well, one thing that I'd like to add on coming into season 2, and that's going to be one of the topics that we're going to be discussing, is the top 5 rumors of the week, brought to you by Sportskeeda. No, Sportskeeda is not a sponsor, so don't ask. So, well, I kind of like that concept because it's kind of like bringing you guys news and our opinions on the news. So it's kind of like what WrestleZone Daily did, but they cover stuff on their own website. So, with that being said, let's get right into this, all of the fun news and opinions for the day.
Let's do it.
Alright. So first up on the list, let's clear the air right now. there was a rumor going on that Jim Ross passed away, and that is not the case. Apparently, his Twitter got hacked, and as the time of recording this podcast, it is still offline. So it's good to know that Jim Ross did not pass away. I'm really happy.
If he did, it's been lost as like just records. Like, it's actually shocking if you look back the amount of deaths that have happened. If I did Jim Ross still a list, I think I might as well just jump out of a window.
Right.
Like, it's absolutely crazy how many deaths there's been this year, especially big people in the wrestling community.
Yeah.
And it's just shocking, and I'm so glad it's not the case and this Twitter was hacked, but whoever has the guts to hack accounts like that and post stuff like that is just diabolical.
Yeah. And also, I'll apologize real quick, guys. If I don't seem all that full of energy, I had tennis yesterday, and it was the first time in 3 weeks that I actually played, and I kind of pushed myself a little bit too hard, but, you know, it was great to be back there. So if I seem kind of meh, then that's why I'm still recovering from that.
Put it this way, you nearly fell asleep on me yesterday, so...
And yeah, almost did. I honestly almost fell asleep cleaning up the backyard. It was bad. But still here doing this. Anyway, enough of that. WrestleNewsSource.com, they put out an article of, well, a snippet of an interview of an MMA fighter. I forgot who it was, but apparently, from what we know now, Daniel Bryan, mind you guys, he is not cleared by the WWE doctors, but he's been cleared by other doctors that he's seen. He's doing MMA training.
Now, put it this way, my opinion on this is MMA is, I won't say real, but much realer than wrestling is. If he can go and do MMA, there is no excuse that he can't go and do WWE.
Yeah.
I can see where the WWE is coming from, being overprotective with it, having injuries. A lot of times he's held the championship. But if NFL does have cleared him, and he's off to do MMA, then there's no excuse from WWE to clear him now. If WWE clear him now, he can return in time for the Royal Rumble, win the Royal Rumble match maybe, come to headline WrestleMania, pull the ratings in. It's the best way to go.
Yeah. I mean, it makes no sense. I mean, if he's able to do MMA training, like, come on.
Exactly. Like, wrestling's fixed, fake guys, fixed. And if MMA isn't, that's all real. Punches to the head, punches to the face, kicks. MMA is much more brutal.
Yeah.
And if you don't do MMA, there's no excuse for wrestling.
Exactly. Speaking of Royal Rumble real quick, Brock Lesnar, and this isn't part of my spreadsheet, but Brock Lesnar is scheduled to return at the Royal Rumble. So he's scheduled to return next month.
Happiest man alive right now. Like, it's on the December 19th live event.
Oh, okay.
The January live event. I think the 13th of January Raw, and then the Royal Rumble.
Okay.
And there's rumours going around that he's making many more appearances now. That, not like a time superstar where he comes in every week, but he won't go off for 6 months.
Right.
He'll be making way more appearances now. Which means more Paul Heyman, which means he's coming, which means I'm very, very happy.
Yeah.
Because this is legit, I'm not even joking. I only watch Raw when someone like Lesnar take us on it.
It's understandable. And then... Oh, by the way, sorry if you're hearing background noise. Hopefully that won't be a problem in a couple weeks. Anyway, so along with Brock Lesnar returning next month, in either way, shape, or form at the Royal Rumble pay-per-view, his rumored opponent for WrestleMania 32 is Kevin Owens.
Oh boy, that would be one incredible matchup.
Oh, true. Like, imagine
The destroyer of it.
in the promos. The promos between Owens and Paul Heyman.
God, that'd be amazing.
Be
Like,
great.
the destroyer versus the incarnate.
Yeah,
That sounds good on paper, let alone seeing it in action.
exactly. Now, would you have it for, say, Lesnar does end up winning the Rumble? Would you want to see Lesnar versus Owens for the WWE World Heavyweight title? Or would you prefer it to just be a regular singles bout, no holds barred, last man standing, whatever?
I think, I don't think Owens will win the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. So, it'd be regular out, but I think it'd have to be a no-holds-barred match.
Okay.
I love Owens, he's my homeboy, as you all know. But I absolutely adore Lesnar as well, don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
I can't think it to happen, I could pick a winner. If I had to choose, I'd probably have to go with Lesnar.
Yeah.
But they're both incredible people that have talent in the ring, can destroy anyone. I think having no holds barred match between the two would just be an instant classic.
Yeah. It sounds really good. I hope it actually happens.
I do. But Brock Lesnar apparently is unaware of the WrestleMania plans with Owens, so we'll have to see how that one goes.
Oh, well. Oh, that could end bad.
But about there's rules of him. Obviously, we've just mentioned him returning to the Rumble, and apparently he's going to be in the 30-man Royal Rumble match, and he is being the favourite of the players to win the match.
Yeah.
So we'll have to see which route they go down, whether it will go Owens, whether they'll go a different route for the championship, kick whoever's artist at the time, probably Reigns. Who knows?
Right. So, with that being said, let's let's cover the Survivor Series results. I know that this happened like 3 weeks ago, but you know, we weren't able to do Pro Wrestling Weekly 3 weeks ago, so we're doing it now. Better late than never. So,
Exactly.
so first off, Goldust returned on the kickoff show, which was pretty nice to see.
Yeah, I'm a huge fan of him, so it was quite nice. Do you think now, though, that Cody will return, or do you think he'll keep Stardust gimmick?
You know, like, I like the Stardust gimmick, but with him paired up with the Ascension to make the Cosmic Wasteland, it's not going anywhere.
No, it's not. I'd like to see Cody return as well. Even if it's to team up with Goldust, I'd love to see it. Like, they were a great tag team last time,
Yeah.
so for them to team up, it'd be quite cool to see. Especially with tag teams like the Feud and the Wyatts at the moment.
Yeah.
They can make some really good matches out of it, so...
I agree 100%. But what I'm also like kind of looking forward to is for the WWE to finally finish off the sibling rivalry. If you recall back to Fastlane this year, they had I'm pretty sure it's the Stardust versus Goldust match, and then
yeah.
afterwards they didn't follow through at WrestleMania.
Yeah, you're correct on that one.
So, I mean, it was open to have another rematch, the way that they were going about it, but they never did. They ended up going the Intercontinental title route, and
Yeah, they did.
that was it was basically a wild goose chase for the title, but, you know, hey, I mean, it was a good match.
It was alright.
So, yeah.
Could have done better, but, you know.
Yeah. I just hope that they finish off that little feud, and then everything will be all happy glory, and then they can be a tag team again.
Yeah, definitely. Like to see it happen.
Yeah. So after the kickoff show, the first match to kick off the official Survivor Series pay-per-view was Roman Reigns versus Alberto Del Rio in the WWE title semifinals, with your winner being Roman Reigns. That was a pretty solid match.
It was one of the best matches on the card, to be honest.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable. I quite liked it.
Yeah, I enjoyed watching it.
Solid matchup.
Yeah. And I was like, I know we all make fun of Roman Reigns and how we gotta make him look strong, and you know that he can wrestle, but he could wrestle, and that matchup with Del Rio,
Definitely.
like Del Rio made him look good.
I seriously thought Del Rio was gonna win.
Yeah.
Yeah, I seriously thought Del Rio was gonna win for a second. Like, it was a solid matchup. Reigns, put it this way, I don't think Reigns was ready for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. I think he's ready now.
Yeah, I think he's definitely ready now.
His wrestling skills have improved drastically.
Oh yeah.
And even though they're still pretty dodgy, his mind skills have improved.
Yeah.
There's no denying it. Like,
Oh no, I'm not saying that there's no denying it, but you know he still has work to do.
oh, definitely. But you could kind of tell what the final would be from the two semi-finals anyway.
Yeah.
Because Owens was the Intercontinental Champion and Del Rio was the United States Champion. So I want to give them two guys another opportunity of another belt. They wouldn't.
Right.
So I'll see next.
So then after that, it was Dean Ambrose versus Kevin Owens in the WWE semi-final match, with the winner being Dean Ambrose. I mean, this was this was kind of obvious.
As soon as Reigns won, you could tell.
Yeah, it's like, oh, all right, well, cool, they're having their match together. I mean, I liked that match, the Ambrose versus Owens. I felt like that was pretty good.
Yeah, it was a pretty good bout.
I just can't wait for TLC though. That's gonna be. I hope that's gonna be pretty good.
Boy, that will pretty. Trust me, I did not have a voice crack there.
We'll get into some of the TLC card in a little bit, guys. Don't worry. So, after that was the traditional Survivor Series match: Ryback, the Lucha Dragons, and the Usos versus the New Day, Sheamus, and King Barrett. You know, I liked this match at the beginning where Sheamus said, "Let's get jiggy with it, fella." That was my favorite part. And the rest of it was just
It wasn't for both tag team matches, the one in the pre-show and then the one now that we're chatting about.
Yeah.
I think there was no thought put into the matchups. They basically said, right, here you go out there, make a matchup.
Yeah, it was lackluster booking, honestly.
Definitely. It's like they just used up guys that wasn't used and just said, go out there and make a matchup between yourselves.
Yeah. And that's how Stone Cold put it on his podcast.
Yeah. It's true though.
Yeah, no doubt. So sole survivors of that was Ryback, Kalisto, and Jey Uso. Well, yay. Alright.
Yippee. Next match, boys.
I will say this though, I'm very happy that Sin Cara didn't botch up a move. That was probably the first match in a while that I've seen him not botch a move.
I've got to admit, he was one of the best participants in that matchup.
Oh yeah.
He's talented.
Yeah.
People take the mick out of him because he botches a lot.
Yeah.
But if you put 2 and 2 together, he botches a lot because he tries new moves all the time.
Yeah.
So when you try out new moves, you get more talented, and he proved it in that match there. He does have some talent.
Yeah.
Next heavyweight champion on our hands.
Oh boy, you went that route, didn't you?
It's better than Big Show.
I knew you were gonna say that. I was just about to say something about Big Show, and then you say it. Speaking of Big Show, where is he at? I could have swore he was gonna be on this pay-per-view.
Good question. I don't know. Probably crying at home, looking at. Probably his mum is looking after him.
Honestly, I thought after the Madison Square Garden live event, he was going to retire right then and there. Because it was being broadcasted on the network, and honestly, it'd make more sense.
It would make more sense, but it was at my live event, so obviously he didn't, and that was a couple of weeks after.
Yeah, that's true.
Against Kane, which I literally very nearly fell asleep in. Still falling asleep. You'll hear it during this podcast. Trust me.
So the next match on the card was Charlotte versus Paige for the Divas title, and the winner of that match was Charlotte. This match, I mean, it delivered, but I felt very bored with the match.
Do you want me to be honest?
Yeah.
You know, I've just fallen asleep in the podcast.
Yeah, be honest.
I fell asleep during this match.
Yeah. I mean, they had so much. I'm not gonna say good momentum because of the Reed Flair controversy, which we'll get into that in a few seconds. But they had so much momentum going into this match, but dare I say it kind of felt like a regular Divas match.
It felt like one of the matches that you used to get before the Revolution. It lasted about 20 seconds and there was literally no talent whatsoever.
Pretty much. I mean, it was basically just a brawl. And that's not what the Divas Revolution is about. It's not all about brawls.
No, it's not.
So, speaking of the Reed Flair controversy, you guys probably know this for a while now. But, you know, on a Raw before, I believe it was before the Survivor Series pay-per-view, Paige made a comment about how your brother Reed didn't have much fight in him, did he? And Reed Flair died in a hotel room, I believe, due to a heroin overdose.
I think it was, yeah.
And so everybody just blew up, the whole entire internet, man. And
my notifications were absolute mental.
Yeah. And so here's the thing. Apparently, mind you guys, this is news that is always reported, and they slowly gather more information as time goes on. At first they were saying Charlotte came up with the idea and she was alright with it. Get this, WWE Creative came up with the idea and decided to put the blame on Charlotte.
Definitely. You can tell. The thing is, Charlotte's a newbie, right?
Yeah.
So she say yes to anything that's her way because she's scared to say no because it'd probably affect her.
Yeah.
So, but they didn't ask Ric Flair, which I find absolutely just horrendous.
Yeah.
Because they probably knew Ric Flair would open his mouth and say, no, I'm not letting you do it. So they didn't ask Ric Flair because they knew Charlotte would say yes and Ric Flair would say no.
That's a stupid way to do business, though, man. It makes no sense. Why wouldn't you just ask him?
It's just...
where's the respect level in that?
There's one thing you don't do, and that's piss off a guy like Flair.
Oh, I know. And he even went on his podcast and even said that they didn't do any... they didn't call him about it. He wasn't even aware about it. Like, that's kind of ridiculous.
Yeah, it's like, look at what Ric Flair's done for the business.
And for them to do something like that.
Exactly, it's just, I can't even do it, to be honest.
Yeah. And because of that reason, WWE has put restrictions of people that can be on podcasts. So, go them!
Worth us.
Right. So that's why we say that, you know, we'll try to get like wrestling guests, because we were thinking about getting people from the WWE. I'll be completely honest there, but
yeah, we're thinking about it.
And with these restrictions, it's like, well, there goes.
Like, I'll be on about nothing, because no, obviously because of this new thing, but we were trying to get Bryan on the podcast. And emailed him and everything, and then he went to me and said, no, there's lots of restrictions being on. I would do, but I can't because of my new Legends deal. So I was like, oh no, please don't do that to me. So if we do end up getting wrestling guests on, it'll probably indie guys.
Most likely.
Due to restrictions from WWE, or at least who's left in TNA. We could try that, but that's hardly anyone now. It won't. I'm 90% certain it will end up being indie guys. Put it that way.
Yeah.
Then no one though.
Yeah, we'll still try though, guys. Don't worry.
Just follow me and Steve on Twitter for all the updates and stuff on it.
The links of those will be in the description down below, in case you guys want to go and decide to do that right now. Real quick before we get into the next matchup, speaking of podcasts, Becky Lynch's podcast with Chris Jericho.
Yes.
Let me say, hands down, that was spectacular.
Spectacular.
In all seriousness, no, that was a really, really good podcast.
It's one of the best podcasts I've heard in a while.
Yeah. Like, that was really, really great to listen to.
Definitely.
And that laugh, though, Jesus.
She's so humble.
Yeah. and she's very down to earth about what she says, too. And it's just like, oh, why don't you give her more time on TV?
I know, imagine what she could do on the mic in a 10-minute promo. I'd rather see Becky Lynch at the start of every Raw 15-minute promo than the sheer fucking authority coming out and announcing something that takes 15 minutes.
Yeah. Oh, speaking of Becky Lynch and Charlotte, this new angle that could possibly lead up to something to TLC, which at this point I think it might happen. Is Charlotte turning heel, or is Becky Lynch going to turn heel? Because mind you guys, if you haven't been watching Raw or SmackDown, Charlotte's basically costing Becky Lynch matches.
I think Charlotte will be the one that'll turn heel, because I don't think you can turn someone like Becky heel.
No. It may have worked in NXT, but now it's like, oh my god, why would you turn her heel?
Look at this way, Ric Flair is one of the best heels in the company.
The dirtiest player in the game.
Definitely incredible. They can do something like that with Charlotte, that'd be pretty cool to see. I will admit. But I heard that Charlotte wants to be the next Rock.
I heard that, and I didn't really look into the article, but it's like, okay. I mean, alright, more power to her.
I only saw the title and I thought, oh geez, I'm not reading into this.
I mean, if she wants to become the next Rock, good for her. But I think
there's only one guy that can be the Rock, and that's Rock himself. That's Dwayne.
Yes. Speaking of The Rock, he won Man of the Century by Muscle and Fitness, so congratulations, Rocky. It's a pretty high honor from what I understood.
No way. Yeah. And all the babies too.
So next up on the match card was Dolph Ziggler versus Tyler Breeze, and the winner here was Tyler Breeze. That was good. That was he needed to win that.
Yeah, if you won at like my live events, I've already seen the matchup. Luckily, I was asleep at this point.
Oh my god.
I don't even looked back at Survivor Series. I've just seen what I saw of it, which was like the first 3 matches, and then Undertaker walking out in his celebration scene. As soon as that happened, I was asleep.
Jeez. Speaking of Ziggler, he said that he has about like 2 years, or he's gonna leave in 2 years.
He's gonna leave pro wrestling at the end of 2017, I think he said. And I think he won't on the comedy route.
And you know, I don't blame him. I honestly don't. He hasn't had a decent push.
He's one of the exactly. He's one of the most talented guys in the company. But yeah, they're gonna him job at matches. I do think I'd leave.
Yeah.
If I was as talented as him and getting used as that he was, I'd just leave straight away.
Yeah. So more power to him. I hope that he does something to make him stay.
I hope so, because he is very, very talented. Have you seen what he's doing on Twitter though lately?
Very a little bit. I have seen.
It's literally blocking everyone that's tweeting him at the moment.
Really?
Yeah. Like, if you look back on all the tweets, about 90% of them through the last couple of days will say blocked.
Oh yeah, I have seen that. I was like, oh, whoa, what are you doing?
Is he doing like a hit?
Maybe, but nah.
You never know. But if it makes him get that push at 8, I'd take it up.
But people think that's hilarious that he's blocking people because, dare I say it, it's kind of like what CM Punk's doing.
Exactly.
So
childish, really.
A little bit, yeah, but.
Especially that by people. Like, I'll admit, I bought people, but that's only if they've said something that's really, really nasty to me, or
Right.
they've pissed me off too much.
I mean, like, I'll admit, if I see somebody on there that's following me that I don't really want following me, I block them. And I will say blocking people is kind of fun.
It is.
It's like this weird satisfaction that you get. Just like, oh yeah, I blocked you. Haha.
I'm just like, ha ha ha. Can't view my tweets now, can you?
Ah, jeez. So next up on the match card was the Brothers of Destruction, Undertaker and Kane versus the Wyatt family, which was Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper. Now, I don't know why it was Bray Wyatt and Luke Harper, but...
Very weird combination. I use either Eric Rowan or Luke Harper, or Bray Wyatt and Strowman.
Yeah, that one of those seemed more logical.
Correct. Came out with a win anyway.
Yeah. Undertaker's entrance, since it was the 25-year anniversary of The Undertaker, it was a very nice entrance. It had a casket on top of the Titantron, and when Undertaker came out, it cycled through all of the different attires of The Undertaker.
Yeah, it was a pretty nice entrance, good to see.
Yeah.
Especially, it brings Brother Mary's done it, though.
Yeah. So very nice tribute, and obviously Undertaker and Kane won. Kind of wish the Wyatts went over in this, but perhaps at TLC or something.
I can't see your point to it, but it's Undertaker's anniversary.
Yeah,
like,
and that's like the only reason why I'm okay with Undertaker and Kane winning.
Yeah. If it was anything else, I'd want Wyatt, because he hasn't won at a pay-per-view for he needs to go over against a big star, because if he starts off all these views, then he'll win any of them. So it's kind of just putting him on a constant slope. He needs to start rising back up now.
Yeah.
And getting these big wins up in these views. So hopefully they start doing that with him. It's been a real long time since he's won a pay-per-view match now.
Yeah. It has. Hopefully that'll change.
Hopefully.
So the final match, well, okay, yeah. The final match on the card was Roman Reigns versus Dean Ambrose for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And the winner of that matchup was Roman Reigns. Now this match was kind of short, but let's give the rundown. So Roman Reigns wins. He's all happy. He's like, oh my god, I won. Dean Ambrose hugs him. He's like, congratulations, because they still have that bro bond. Confetti flies all over the place. Triple H is walking out to congratulate Roman Reigns. Triple H sticks his hands out. Roman Reigns is like, nah, and he spears him. And he's like, that's what I do. That's what I do. And all of a sudden, Sheamus comes out of nowhere and bro kicks Roman Reigns. And we have a match on our hands because he cashes in. Couple of bro kicks to the head of Roman Reigns. And then Sheamus is your new WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
If I'm right, a little bit of a rant. Sorry if it does count. The warning. There was two ways it could have gone with this. I thought the cash-in could be one way, but I thought the other way would have been much better. That heel turn happening.
Yeah.
Probably Reigns in here. In the championship and joining the authority. Now that would have been a much better option than Sheamus cashing in, because if you think about it, Sheamus, like, think back to his 2000 and was it 13 reign that he had with the championship?
The World Heavyweight title, yeah.
That was kind of boring.
Yeah.
And like the WWE World Heavyweight Championship won like 2000 whatever it was.
Yeah.
That was better than that, but it's still pretty boring. Where Roman Reigns you could have way more feuds with other stars, and if you turned him heel, you could end up having the Dean Ambrose Roman Reigns feud to Royal Rumble. See who the Royal Rumble winner is. Start off the feud with the Royal Rumble winner. So if Reigns won, let him be champ till WrestleMania. Brock Lesnar was a Rumble, for example. Brock Reigns rematch at WrestleMania. Simple.
Exactly. Could have gone that route.
So, cashing in I wasn't too happy with.
I mean, I was about to accept the fact that Roman Reigns was going to be champion. I was like, okay, alright, I'm okay with this. And when Sheamus bro kicked him, I started laughing like a schoolgirl. I was like, ooh, yay, okay, this got interesting. So, yeah. That was the end of the Survivor Series pay-per-view. I mean,
at least it's champion though.
Yeah.
Not many others can say that.
Yeah, exactly.
But like, I'd have done it at a much better time. Maybe even the night after Survivor Series, because then it'd have actually been more of a shock.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyway, continue.
So, no, all I was gonna say was that wrapped up the Survivor Series pay-per-view. So, with that being said, we're gonna move on to the top 5 rumors of the week, brought to you by Sportskeeda. Don't know what Sportskeeda is? It's a sports website, and like I basically only use it for like WWE rumors and whatnot.
Yeah, I use that. Quite a good website actually.
Yeah. So, number 5 on their list was Lesnar to enter the Royal Rumble. We kind of talked about this already. So yeah, there's really nothing new there that we already covered. Hopefully my internet's not super slow, because it's taking forever to load ads and stuff. Number 4 on their list, apparently Baron Corbin and Finn Balor are next in line for a main roster call-up.
Oh, sweet.
Now, Balor said that he doesn't want to go up to the main roster right now, that he's happy down in NXT. So,
I'm happy down in NXT compared to the main roster. Look at the talent in NXT. So in NXT, you've got people like Finn Balor and Baron Corbin. You know, Tammy when he returns. Sami Zayn, who's returning on the NXT UK tour next week.
Ooh.
So yeah.
Honestly, wouldn't mind seeing Baron Corbin go to the main roster, but here's the thing: they've almost misused all of their NXT talent when they're brought up to the main roster. So
put it this way: look at the Ascension. They've misused them completely. Kevin Owens is like the only one that they've actually done well with.
yeah, we're not gonna count Charlotte. Like, we love Charlotte, but no.
Just don't go with that.
And Becky Lynch and Sasha Banks. I mean, granted, they can have a good match any day of the week, but they're not being used.
No, they're not. I mean, look at the matches in NXT. Bayley versus Sasha Banks.
Yeah.
To me, he's the best woman match I've seen all year.
Without a doubt.
So the talent in NXT that gets used is incredible compared to the main roster, which hardly gets used.
Yeah.
And like, Baron Corbin was to step up into the main roster, then use him like monster he is.
Yeah.
Otherwise, you just wouldn't need it. Kind of. Do you know them storylines that you get when you just can't believe it? So
Yeah.
like Big Show being knocked out by I don't know, Rey Mysterio, for example.
Yeah.
Even though he's not in the anymore. Like, that's very much unbelievable. Like, it wouldn't happen because it wouldn't.
Yeah.
That's the kind of things I'm talking about. So Brock need to be used correctly and make him the monster he is.
Exactly.
And with Balor, once again, he's not a monster, but like when he's in his demon like costume,
It's spectacular.
He steps up his game by about 1,024%.
Mm-hmm.
I've seen him live twice without the demon pain, and he's just incredible. So that for both of them, if they end up stepping up to the roster, they need to use them correctly.
Yeah. Next up at number 3, the Foley family takeover, as I'll call it. Mick Foley teased an angle apparently where he wants to put over the underutilized superstars in the main roster, which I think is kind of odd.
What?
Yeah, but get this. The WWE is kind of not interested in it because apparently Foley wants to work without a script. I mean,
No.
rereading that, now I realize why they aren't really that interested.
His name is Mick Foley.
Yeah.
And see that name, like, everyone knows him.
Right.
And doing that would be quite a good idea. I can see why they rejected it without the script, but like, it's a hard one, is that? It's a hard one.
Yeah. And I know that the gameplay in the background is wrapping up real quick, guys, but I'll put on another Royal Rumble as soon as it's done. And then apparently there's talks about his daughter Noelle Foley possibly working as a backstage interviewer.
Yeah, and that's quite cool to see.
Yeah.
As well. And is it his son as well?
Yeah, his son Dewey is set to work as a part of creative in January.
Yes. Pretty cool family tradition going on there, I think.
Oh yeah. It's going to be very interesting to see.
I can't see why Noelle would actually be a backstage, like, person instead of wrestling in the ring.
Yeah.
You can kind of tell.
Yeah. So number 2 on the list, 2 returns. Well, at the number 2 slot. WWE is interested in bringing back Maria, who is now wrestling in Ring of Honor at the moment.
Yeah, I heard about this, and another guy as well.
Yep.
Is that on there?
Rey Mysterio, who we talked about, is also in a similar rumor. So, who knows? Maybe we'll see those two back in the ring and a WWE ring in the near future.
Yeah, it'd be pretty cool to see.
Yeah.
Especially Mysterio, I've always loved him.
Oh, yeah.
Like the underdog, and like...
Yeah.
Someone's pretty cool as well. The mask. The masks are always...
Oh, yeah.
It defines.
Yeah.
Bit like, imagine Rey Mysterio is Costello, though.
That would be awesome. That would be awesome.
So, yeah, could be cool.
Yeah. And before we get right into the number 1 spot and their top 5 rumors, I'm going to set up a Royal Rumble, and I'm going to cut this part out real quick, so we'll see you guys once when I relaunch another Royal Rumble.
Let's do it.
Quick edit right there, guys. Welcome back. We were just going over a couple of things, and we have some new Royal Rumble gameplay for you. So we are back to the number 1 spot for the top 5 rumors of the week from Sportskeeda. Jeff Hardy returning at WrestleMania 32, followed by Matt Hardy.
This is going to be incredible. Although, I think Jeff Hardy has an injury where he's up for about 9 months. So I don't think it'd be WrestleMania, but I think it'd be a real good chance at SummerSlam to do it at.
Almost certainly.
The Hardy Boys have done some of the most memorable moments in wrestling history. So having him back in the WWE would be pretty cool to see. I won't lie.
Yeah. And like I know that we've read other articles that said that he'd be back in 9 months because of the surgery, but apparently it's just making a return at WrestleMania and maybe not wrestling. Just looking at this article.
Oh, I can see that happen. Yeah, I can see that.
That'd be pretty cool to see. Not gonna lie.
Definitely, it's WrestleMania. You've got to showcase your biggest thing that you've got up your sleeve now.
Oh, for sure. So that wraps up the top 5 rumors. We're going to move on to some of the TLC card because there's only like 3 matches announced from what I know of. And keep in mind, as we said in a couple of minutes ago when we were talking about the Becky Lynch and Charlotte angle, that may be a possible match that happens at TLC. That is just our speculation. It may not happen. But if it does happen, we're taking credit. So, there you go.
Yeah, definitely. Dewey Creek, if you're watching this, we want the credit, okay?
Yeah.
Make sure to put these on the screens worldwide.
Yeah, exactly.
It's best for business.
It's very best for business. So.
Best for both.
Exactly.
Best for both of our businesses.
So, this is from Wikipedia.org. Sometimes I don't like Wikipedia, but at this point I don't have anything else to go off of, so we're gonna go with Wikipedia.
With cards, they're very reliable.
Yeah.
With anything else, I don't look at it.
Yeah. So, one of the matches already announced was, actually, you know what, these are all announced matches, so, well, one of them's kind of up in the air, but it's basically true. So, Sheamus versus Roman Reigns in a tables, ladders, and chairs match for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Now, let me get this out of the way real quick. I am so thankful that they stopped calling it tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. That made no sense.
Oh my god, that was the most stupidest idea.
Yeah.
That anyone could come up with. Tables, ladders, chairs, and stairs. It's like me calling it doors and floors. You wouldn't.
Doors and floors, oh god.
Exactly, it's so hard.
Oh no. So with that match, who do you think's gonna come out on top? Roman Reigns or Sheamus?
I'm hoping Reigns.
Yeah.
And I think it will, because WWE have said they want him to be the top babyface, and him going to WrestleMania as the WWE World Heavyweight Champion.
Okay.
So I think it will happen.
I'm sorry, but Lesnar's the top babyface right now. Once Wayne makes his return.
Exactly.
So another match announced was Kevin Owens versus Dean Ambrose in a singles match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship. This is going to be one interesting match.
Oh, it was just, oh my god, mind-blowing, to be honest. I'm gonna lie, it was mind-blowing. I'm hoping, as much as I love Ambrose, Boy's got a console.
Yeah. Honestly, I'd like to see the title on Ambrose, so hopefully we'll see that.
I think it's more WWE World Heavyweight Champion though.
Okay. I can see that.
I'd rather see Ambrose as a WWE World Heavyweight Champion than the Intercontinental Champion. Yeah, it raised the Intercontinental Championship by a lot, but Owens is doing a fine job with it.
Yeah.
He's raising the prestige of it as it is. Like, he's doing a good job with the title, so why remove from him when we've got a talent like Ambrose who is a WWE World Heavyweight Champion?
Yeah. So, next matchup on the card, well, from what is announced, is the New Day versus the Usos versus the Lucha Dragons in a triple threat tag team ladder match for the WWE Tag Team Championship. This is an interesting matchup.
Oh, it's the New Day!
Yes, it is. Cool. I hope all of you were clapping. So, this is very interesting. A very interesting take. I mean, not as interesting as the Elimination Tag Team match, or the Elimination Chamber Tag Team match. My bad. But it's still an interesting concept, nonetheless.
Yeah, I quite like it. A ladder match as well.
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
Who do you think goes over in this one?
Good question. I can see Lucha Dragons doing something really cool.
Yeah. At the same time, though, I think they're gonna go with the Usos.
Yeah, but like, there's so many reigns in the past.
Yeah, I know, but it's the WWE.
Describes everything.
Honestly, I hope to see either the New Day or the Lucha Dragons go over.
Yeah, they're the two I'd go for.
Yeah.
But New Day and Ladders, the only person that probably would is Kofi.
Yeah.
The probably with Santino role, whatever he had, or battered. And Big E, you need a supersized ladder, so.
Yeah. Speaking of Big E, I'm surprised they haven't gone to PG-13 yet. With some of his dance moves, Jesus.
I freaking love them.
I know, I do too, but it's like, whoa. What are you doing, man?
Seriously, Raw starts at 1am over here. They're on usually between 2 and 3. I get up out of my bed and just, I start clapping, then I start dancing.
Yeah.
At like 3am in the morning, and I'm just like, yeah, this is the best time I'm having. It's just so good.
So.
Then I remember.
Oh, go ahead.
Then I remember I've got school the next day,
Oh.
so then I get depressed again.
So, yeah.
You know the feeling.
Yeah, oh yeah. I know. So, with that being said, that's all the wrestling-related stuff. Now let's get into some of the good stuff. WWE Town Nation has introduced this cool concept that I absolutely love. And it's not because I'm a part of it, but it's just a good way to help YouTubers get recognized for what they've done on YouTube. So I already have the polls up right now on my phone, so I can go through the polls. But why don't you talk about what made you come up with this idea of the YouTube Slammies?
That's fine. So, WWE Super Slammy World is basically showcasing WWE YouTubers' talent. Whether they've got 100,000 subscribers or 52 subscribers.
Sounds like somebody I know.
It does, I don't know. But, you know. What made me come up with the idea is I just thought YouTubers, especially in the WWE community, don't get the recognition they deserve.
They really don't.
And it's such a big community, and only people know.
Right.
10 top YouTubers, the tops. So I thought, yeah, let's introduce them into the Slammy Awards, but why not also include people that are small, like with 52 subscribers?
Right.
So, what made me come up with the idea is, obviously it's based off of WWE, but introducing like YouTubers from all over the globe that do WWE content. There's tons of YouTubers we've got featured this year. I wish I would have done more, but it was so tight to decide.
I'm really curious because like I am on the poll, guys, for newcomer of the year, and I may or may not put the link to the poll in the description down below so you guys can vote. But like, what kind of made you decide on who would be in these polls?
Basically, just looking. So, take newcomer of the year as an example. Looking at what content they do in the wrestling things, and then looking at when they actually join YouTube, put 2 and 2 together, see how many views and stuff they've got, and Newcomb was obviously won't have like 50,000 per video.
Yeah.
It's impossible.
Right.
So, I just basically thought, what do they do in the wrestling community that people would be proud to see? So with you, for example, it's stuff like these podcasts and gameplay in my career, all that business.
Yeah.
People would be proud to see that. People would be proud to represent WWE like that. So it were really tough choices, and an exclusive for you here that I do have more rewards that I've actually put up on the YouTube thing that won't get announced till the day of the Slam is, so
nice.
It won't only be just 6 giveaway, it'll be 7, 8, no, I think 10. I'll be giving
pretty nice. Now, I'm curious about how you're going to be running the Slammies. Are you going to be recording a video, or are you going to try to live stream it somehow?
I'm going to record it on the... Right, the pre-show's on the 23rd of December.
Okay.
So I'll probably record that on the 22nd and upload it, and the actual award ceremony is on the 24th. I'll record on the 23rd.
Okay.
It's just of how I edit videos and record videos, it's quite hard to live stream, so...
I'm just curious though, thank you for clearing that up.
That's cool.
So, I do have the categories, which, if you don't mind me reading them off.
Go for it.
Alright. So, without further ado, let's get right into these categories. Who should be Modder of the Year? And please correct me if I missay these channel names. Skino. Okay, so I don't think who should be Modder of the Year? Skino, Pazam, X Weasel, Russellcrafts, and Over the Edge.
Yeah, you did all them right.
Alright, good. Whew. Whew. Next category, who should win the funniest YouTuber of the year? New Legacy Incorporated, the mid-card push, Tom Cushney. Is that how you say it, Cushney?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Tom Cushney.
Brodos, and
Brodos.
Okay, and the J-Man 731.
J-Man 731.
All right, I'll say individual numbers next time then. Who should win Creator of the Year? Smack Talks, Element Games TV, XFAM XHD. I don't know how they're blowing the polls out of the water, but you know. Shattered CAWS, Skinny Bone Jones, Shattered Cause. Jesus. Skinny Bone Jones, Pazum, and Skino. Once again, those two in the same category.
Yeah, let me just say, that category is so close, especially between, Element and Smack Talks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
It's so close.
And
last time I saw it, there was drawn, so...
Yeah. Before I continue on reading, when do these polls end?
The 18th of December, so...
10 days from now?
2 weeks on Friday.
Okay, so there you have it. You guys have 2 weeks to get these votes. And so who should win the Newcomer of the Year award? The mid-card push, Mr. Creepy Boss, the J-Man 731, Brodos, X Diggy Gaming, Fearless Gamer, Q? Is that how you say it? Q? KYEW? We're just gonna call it Q, and then STDX Reapers, whoever that guy is.
I don't know, like, I put in the push just to, you know.
No, yeah, just to fill.
I just don't, I don't even know who he is. I just put him in there for fun, you know, like.
Yeah. Jesus, it's not like it's not like he runs a podcast or anything. Like, man.
No.
Jeez.
I don't think he even does it. Like, not anything else. So.
Yeah. Does
he even have a YouTube?
I mean, I don't know, man. But I hear that he talks to WWE Town Nation a lot and does his podcast with them. So, I mean, I don't know.
Might do then.
So, who should win YouTuber of the Year? Now, this one's an interesting one. I mean, all the other ones are interesting, but man.
This is interesting.
Yeah. Delzinski, the mid-card push, Smack Talks, the 101, the J-Man 731, Mobbed, or MOBB3D, XFAM X HD, the Games Dungeon, and Tom Cushney. So, whoa. Okay, so, okay, there's a pop-up on my phone, and I was like, whoa. And then the last
sorry, there are polls at the moment.
Yeah.
Yeah, it doesn't like an
Okay. And then one of the last polls that are actually on the website right now, not the secret ones as WWE Town Nation said. Who should win Series of the Year? Delzinski's SNME Saturday Night Main Event. The mid-card pushes How to Fill 100,000 Seats. Smack Talk's Beat the Clock Challenge. The 101's Gimmick Infringement. The J-Man 731's GM Mode. George Starr's WWE Previews and Reviews. Skinny Bone Jones' full-length matches. Or Wrestling for All WWE Decoded. So as I've said before, I will make sure to leave the link of these polls in the description down below. And one more thing before we end the podcast. You wanted to talk about your forums on your website?
Yeah, I'll go for it.
Alright.
So, www.townnews.com. Just speaking to leave out at the moment before we get into the forum. So, it's basically where I put things that I don't put on YouTube. So I put some news on there, especially with a 5-star wrestling game at the moment, because I've been into the dev since 2013. I've really got into the game and really got to know them. So I'm doing advertising for that, and who knows, there could be a giveaway coming up.
Ooh.
No, yeah, maybe not. I don't actually have the full details yet, but hopefully I can.
Right.
If I can afford it. If I can afford it. So.
Right.
And we've done a WWE 2K16 review, all sorts on YouTuber Slammy for one. Previews, reviews, everything that isn't on my YouTube channel we put on there. We used to do preview and reviews on the channel, but then we thought do it on the website because it's actually easier.
Okay.
So we did that. And for the forums, they only got introduced yesterday from this recording, Saturday afternoon/night, depending on where you live. So, and they only got introduced yesterday, and we've got 4 main things on there at the moment.
Okay.
You want it?
I was. Hold on.
We've got FNC, which used to be FNS, but we've had to change it due to, I'll just say due to some issues. Won't go into depth. The WWE games, where you get to chat about anything WWE games related, SmackDown series, Raw series, SmackDown vs Raw series, WWE series, WWE 2K series. We've got the YouTuber Slammy Wars, where you can write everything about it, store ideas, everything like that. And then we've got oh god, come on, think. This is so bad on my end, because I should know, because I've actually created them all.
The Pro Wrestling Weekly one.
Page, which of you? WWETownNation.com/PWW, so it's actually easier.
Ooh.
Instead of Pro Wrestling Weekly, it's PWW.
Pretty nice, pretty nice.
Yes, that's pretty cool. But yeah, the forums shooting today. You can head over there now, WWETownNation.com/forums, and basically just click on the one you want to write about. Completely free, so you don't have to charge anything. You don't even have to register, you can just put stuff as guest if you want. We've made it so easy so you guys can actually write stuff on there. It does mean a heck of a freaking do. Put it that way. We've spent a lot of time and money doing this, so you guys can chat on the website about what you enjoy, which is wrestling. So I hope you do head on over there. Tell me what can improve via the feedback section on the website. It's all over whichever page you're on, whichever page you click on. The feedback section is always at the top of the page, whether you're even scrolling. So make sure to click on that. Can give an idea, which basically gives an idea about how to improve stuff. Praise, which basically praises the website, says it all. And there's 2 other versions as well. You guys go over there and check it out. So, yeah.
Pretty nice, pretty nice. So, yeah, it's gonna.
Maybe,
go ahead.
Maybe if you're very active on the site and very active on forums, we might do a special something for you.
Pretty nice incentive. Alright, well, that's gonna wrap up for one of this week's Pro Wrestling Weekly episodes. I hope you guys did enjoy. Before we end, I want to shout out a sponsor, G2A.com. They have a white. Oh man, well, let me load up the email because I forgot how they called it. The White Wipeout Sale. So if you head on over right now, they have tons of discounts on multiple games, whether you're on Steam or PlayStation or Xbox. So head on over there to get some really, really good price games for a discounted price.
Trust me, it's very cheap because my partnership on YouTube through KM Media, sponsored G2A, went on there early because I was on the dashboard, and trust me, it's so cheap.
Oh yeah.
Like, it's one of the, not even lying, it's one of the biggest discounts I've seen all year. From any place.
That is true.
And that's pretty hard to do, and I'm not even lying. Loads of discounts, whether you're Microsoft, Sony, anything. Head on over there and get discounts while you can.
Exactly. It's a very easy process to use and do. All you have to do is select the video game that you want, and all of a sudden you have a bunch of possible sellers. You want to go for the most trusted seller, obviously, so you click on that. All of a sudden you get your payment options ready, whether you pay through PayPal or Visa or whatever. Get your G2A shield, which will help make sure you get the code securely and make sure it's not a fake code. Only $1, and that's not too bad. So anyways, you purchase the game, you get a phone call from the potential seller confirming the ordering process, and all of a sudden you'll get your code to download your game. So it's a very easy process, pretty cool to use. I would definitely use it in the near future.
I would too, definitely. And also, while we're on the topic of games, if you don't mind.
Sure.
If you do play the WWE games, if you have any bugs, glitches, feedback, anything about the 2K16, comment them down below. I am the feedback manager officially now. So make sure to comment down below so I can pass it on to the dev to fix and improve, then your game can be much better.
Amen. So, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Hope you guys did enjoy. If you did, please make sure to buy, slam that like button below. Subscribe to both of our channels to make sure our videos get in your sub boxes. Don't forget to follow us on Twitter, which will be in the description down below. Don't forget to oh my god. Turn on notifications to make sure you know when videos like these get into your sub boxes and hit YouTube. Don't forget to vote on
including Reaper's Talks.
Check them out. Yeah. Reaper's Talks. Oh man. If you guys haven't checked out Reaper's Talks, I highly suggest that you do. If you easily get offended by my views, well, then that's too bad. But if you love hearing my points of view and actually care, then go ahead and check it out.
I'm going to say the truth right now. If you get offended, guys, sorry, he's speaking the truth.
Yeah.
That's what he's doing. He's speaking the truth. He's speaking his opinions, and all of the things that he said at the moment. I've viewed every Reaper's Talks at the moment, and he said the truth.
Yeah.
So, if you get offended, too bad.
Yeah. And
you should get the end.
yeah. I mean, I do various topics, and I may even do advice one of these days. So if you guys want me to cover any specific topics or do some advice, comment down below or let me know on Twitter or whatever you guys want to do. And then, oh geez, we got on the topic of Reaper's Talks and totally forgot what else I was going to say. Oh yeah, check out the WWE Town Nation polls for the YouTube Slammies. Check out www.nation.com, which will also be in the link in the description down below.
You only have 12 days to vote.
Only 12 days to vote, so get on it. Vote for me for being newcomer of the year. I know you guys have it in you. Let's do this. Let the cemetery represent at the YouTube Slammies. And then don't forget to check out the G2A sale. I'll also leave that in the description down below. And don't forget to follow the organization I'm a part of, Set to Destroy X. Their Twitter will also be in the description down below. So I think so I thank you guys so much for watching once again. I really, really appreciate it. And yeah.
I do too.
Yeah. I'll see you guys in my next video, and WWE Town Nation will see you in the next Pro Wrestling Weekly episode, which will more than likely be on Saturday. And if you head on over to his channel, he'll see you guys there too. We'll catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.